Ty, big win for you guys tonight. What did you make of your team's play?
I thought defensively we were really good. I thought we did a good job of just attacking the matchups we wanted to attack. And then later on in that second half, they kind of, made us stagnant with, all those switchable guys and kind of switching everything, which kind of made us stagnant. And especially with that small unit, like I talked about, we got to get better offensively. But I thought our guys competed. I thought defensively we were really, really good. Low man was there all night. When we fired at Tatum to get it out of his hands, our rotations were really good. Had about 6 short closeouts, when we're there, but not getting the guys off the line. They made like 6 threes. We didn't run the guys off the line. And then, keeping our turnovers down, only having 10 turnovers a night, was huge for us, especially for a team that plays with so much pace. And so, Kawhi, how he played tonight was huge. Just seeing him get his rhythm back. PG, Marcus Morris, who was great. Just kind of taking what the defense gives them. And so overall, it was a really good team win. And like I said, it was good to see, and we just got to continue to keep building from here.
You mentioned Kawhi. Obviously, his best game of the season tonight. But the way that he's moving, it looks better than it did when he first came back this year. Does it seem to you that he's getting his rhythm back to where he was, pre-injury?
Yeah, I think the last couple of games, just playing with more pace. I think really trying to trust it and test it out to see how he feels, and he's been feeling good. And so the longer stretches have definitely helped him get into a more of a rhythm, offensively. And, defensively, like I said, overall we were really good. And so just seeing him play with pace and move, move with some speed is very encouraging.
Ty, you held the best team in the league right now to under their season average. What your defense would like to improve?
Nothing tonight. Maybe next game. Maybe next game. But like I said, tonight we really made a conscious effort just to make sure we made Jaylen Brown and Tatum play in the crowd all night, and I thought we really did that. And so Dan Craig and Brendan O'Connor really did a good job defensively. With the schemes, just making sure we made those guys play in the crowd, make them uncomfortable as much as possible because they're great players. And so, on a night-to-night basis, those guys with the ball in their hands every single play, it's kind of tough. But I thought our guys did a really good job with that.
Hey, Ty, congrats on the win. On a night like tonight where Kawhi is just kind of locked in and crushing teams offensively, is he saying anything to you when he knows he's feeling, or is anything being said, or is it just give Kawhi the ball and he's going to cook?
Well, yeah, just making the right play, get him the ball in his spots, and when they double team, he made the right play and the right pass. Having 6 assists as well. So the only thing we could have done better is when we got the lead to still run through the game. I thought we kind of walked it up and we didn't attack early, which allowed them to set their defense. And with the 5 switchable guys on the floor, they're pretty good defensively. So we just had to do a better job of running through the game and playing through the game instead of walking it up.
Was there anything specific he says to you to let you know that he's feeling it tonight, or is it just Kawhi's Kawhi?
He's not saying anything.
Ty, your season has begun hamstrung by injuries. Nonetheless, you set one game back in the division, despite having your marquee players' availability vacillate. Talk to me about your leadership philosophy and why that's been able to keep the team afloat.
Well, I think it's more so the team we have in the locker room, just having a mindset of whoever's on the floor, we think we have a chance to win. And that's the kind of the mindset that we've kind of instilled around here, the culture we've set. And so, it's unfortunate, like I said, PG and Kawhi missed, a lot this season, but, our guys keep playing and just try to keep us afloat until those guys come back. And now PG's catching his rhythm. Now Kawhi's starting to catch his rhythm. And so now just, being able to get our rotations with Luke Kennard coming back and hopefully Norm coming back pretty soon. And so, injuries are part of the league, all across the league. And so we just try to, deal with it. We understand what it is. And, our guys continue to compete every single night. And, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. But our guys are going to play hard to the end.
Ty, you talked about Kawhi's pace being better tonight. How much did you see last week when he started to come back was just him feeling his way through, and how much maybe just mentally him just worried about maybe stepping the wrong way or anything like that? Tonight maybe he just was playing.
Probably a little bit of both, but we know Kawhi, and we know he's a gamer. And so the number one team in the league is coming into your building, and you have two dynamic players that are playing well. He's up for that challenge. And so we knew it was going to be a big game for him. I really felt comfortable with this game coming into tonight. And our guys, we rose to the challenge. Had a road trip 2-2. We had a couple tough losses, with everything, despite everything that was going on. But coming home from the East Coast trip, one day in between, and to be able to win a game like this just shows you our capability. And so we just got to continue with the process of, on both sides of the basketball, not taking the play off, playing the right way. And, hopefully tonight can establish that going forward.
Ty, especially offensively, what did you see from Kauai tonight that you perhaps hadn't seen all season?
I thought he played with a lot of pace. I just thought really good energy offensively, pushing the ball in transition, running to the corners on transition. And then when he got the ball, he was pretty direct, just quick moves, getting to the basket or getting to his pull-up. And so he came to the bench telling the guys, let's run, let's get out and run, let's play faster. And so when you hear that from Kawhi, that's a good sign.
You said in Orlando that you really want to tether Kawhi and PG's minutes together. Tonight, you obviously stagger them to start off. Just what goes into is that just matchup based just for one night?
No.
You're gonna keep staggering them? Why do you want to? After you wanted to stick them together, kind of jumpstart that
Because they had minute restrictions, and so it was tough. So just seeing what they can do together on the floor and defensively, how they change our team and offensively. And so just being able to see those guys together, I want to see that first. And then now that PG's off his restriction, he can play more minutes. Now we're able to stagger him a little bit more, which is better for us.
Ty, going back to Saturday and then obviously tonight, it seems like the team's energy and effort has kind of picked up on the defensive end, even though Washington was making quite a few shots. Is there a conversation that happened to kind of get everyone focused on that end, or did the guys kind of have it themselves? Did the coaches talk to them? Was there anything like that to kind of get the energy back up to the level that you wanted?
I think, when you have your two best players come back, that's automatically, a lot of energy in itself. I think some of the guys like Marcus and Reggie and John and, Zoo, those guys have been, playing a lot of minutes, having to do a lot more because Kawhi and PG were out. Now they can, get back to their normal roles. And so PG and Kawhi, offensively carrying a heavy load of making the right plays and getting into the paint, scoring themselves. And so now guys can, really have more pop and more energy. And so, and we understand to start the season, we talked about, being a defensive team. We know we can score the basketball, but, coming in with a defensive mindset every single night, and that's who we got to be, because you're not going to make shots every night, but we do have the ability to guard.
Thank you. Follow up there next.